Know you on my list, shawty. Yeah. Roll up something, live for me. Yeah. Baby, every Christmas Eve won't be right, you next to me. Tell me you gon' ride on stage. Whatever you want to see. Can I be all that you need? Every year on Christmas Eve.
Now we ain't got to hit the club. Know you cold as bundle love. Know you tryna get some love. I hope it wasn't obvious. White Christmas at the crib. Tryna get snowed in. Wrap you while we live. Don't show me what it is.
Just going out right now to do some driving for DoorDash. I'm doing that over a break instead of getting a job. Honestly, it's really nice because I can pick my own schedule, and honestly, it's pretty good money too. I usually make like 15-ish an hour, sometimes more, depending on how busy it is. But yeah, it's honestly super nice if you have a car and are looking to make some extra money. I feel like everyone's doing it now though, so it might be tough to get a spot. I started like when quarantine started. Honestly, I always hated any job where I like had a manager and just had to like take orders all day. So this is like perfect for me. And also I can just like listen to music, and also I love listening to books when I do it too. So I'm basically just getting paid to like learn, which is pretty cool. I mean, just like listening to books like has just improved the quality of my life a ton. So let's go pick up some orders, and I'll take you along with me for a little shift action here. Right now I'm listening to the 80-20 Principle by Richard Koch, and this is honestly a huge book. Basically, the main principle of it is that in life, it's just like a universal principle that 20% of your efforts lead to 80% of the result. Like literally anything. Like in school, 20% of what you actually do leads to 80% of the results. 20% of the largest cities in the world have 80% of the population. And yeah, it works with anything, and it's pretty cool to apply that to your life. Just be way more efficient with what you're doing. Super interesting stuff. I know. I'm a little nerd for this stuff, and I just think it's so cool. Let's listen for a bit.
Whatever the actual level of imbalance, it's likely to be more than we expected. Executives may suspect that some customers and some products are more profitable than others, but when the extent of the difference is revealed, they often refuse to believe it. They're dumbfounded. They're very, very surprised. Teachers may know that a majority of the disciplinary problems in their schools arise from a minority of pupils, but if the records are analysed, the extent of the imbalance will probably be larger than expected. We may feel and agree, well, of course it's true that some of our time is more valuable than the rest, but if we measure the inputs and the outputs, the disparity can still stun us. It can be true that maybe 30 minutes in a week produce the majority of the value which we provide during that period. So why should we care about the 80-20 principle? Whether we realise it or not, the principle applies to our life, to our social world, to the place we work, and if we understand the principle, we can get great insight into what's really happening in the world around us. The overriding message of these sessions is that our daily lives can be greatly improved by using the 80-20 principle. Every individual can become much more effective, much happier. Organisations can become more effective. For everybody, it's possible to obtain much more that is of value and avoid that which has negative value, with much less input of effort, expense, investment or energy. At the heart of this progress is a process of substitution. Resources that have weak effects in any particular area are not used or are used sparingly. Resources that have powerful effects are used as much as possible.
Order secured from City Barbecue. Honestly, smells kind of gas. I'm kind of regretting not eating before this, but you know, we'll make it through, I think.
Sometimes I wanna run away.
Rapta project is fire. Go check it out right now. Go check it out.
Living in the moment in my 20s, I can't lie. Shit get disrespectful, shit get crazy, oh my god. Pull up on these bottles with the champagne drink all night. Shit get disrespectful, shit get crazy, oh sometimes I wanna run away.
At least this is how it appears at first. All the other things that you derived your sense of self from before now become relatively insignificant. You now have a single focal point that replaces them all, gives meaning to your life, and through which you define your identity. the person you are in love with. You are no longer a disconnected fragment in an uncared.
So I just finished my orders for the day. Just about 3 hours, just a little bit under that. Made about $40, so not the best. I've had much better days, but you know, can't complain. I'm vibing still. Hey, so I wanted to talk a little bit more about Audible. I know I mentioned that earlier. I just can't recommend this app enough, and I think it's like $10 a month maybe, but I just think the value you're going to gain from it is just so big. A big thing that I've learned is that you can't solve a problem with the same mind that created it. So what that means is if you're just constantly stuck in your own mind, then you won't always be able to solve the problems that you have, and having a book is a way of having an outside perspective on whatever you're dealing with. So I think that's super important. I'm going to go through a few books on here that I really liked just to recommend. The first one is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. This honestly is probably my favorite book of all time. I think I've listened to it on Audible like at least 5 times, maybe more. It's just about tapping into the present moment. It's kind of hard to explain how transformative it is until you actually listen to it, but like since I like this book so much, I'm actually going to leave a link below where you can download it for free if it's your first time trying Audible, so you'll be able to get that for free, so I highly recommend checking that out. Book number 2 is called How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. This is also one of my favorite books. It's super helpful for learning how to talk to people and how to deal with people, which is a skill everyone needs. I think it's one of the most important skills you can develop, and it's honestly helped me a lot create a better social life and just improve my skills in general with people. One more I'll talk about is called The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. See, this is probably my second favorite book behind The Power of Now. It's only like a few hours long, so I mean I can leave a link to all 3 of these in the description, and you can pick one. You can accept either one of them if it's your first time trying Audible. And yeah, but I can't recommend Audible enough. If you want, like, put in headphones when you're at the gym, like listening to a book. Sometimes I've found that can be way more helpful than listening to music, because it really gets the mind going, and then you get that mind-body connection. The beauty of it is you can pick any topic you're passionate about and just listen to it like you'd listen to music. And if you're not doing anything else or while you're driving, just pop it in and just expand your mind. And that's about it for today. Just a quick video, kind of a little tired today. If you haven't watched yesterday's video from the 100-day challenge, I'd really appreciate if you check that out. I'll leave a link to yesterday's video too. That's honestly one of my favorite videos I've made so far, so if you could go show that one some love, I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, go get Audible, read some books, change your life. I'll see you tomorrow for day 10. Damn, we're trudging through the 100 days, and yeah, that's about it. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.